The War Within is literally upon us, my friends. It's only a couple of weeks to go. That's not actually that much time, and you could be spending your time wisely to prepare, to not miss out on certain things. Let's quickly take a look at a few most recent blog posts by Blizzard. Most important things, what am I paying attention to, what I think you should be paying attention to. Very interesting that they are giving us indicative item levels of rewards. So you can see that normals are going to be giving, even pre-season, they're going to be giving us 554. So whatever it is you're doing right now, whatever you're spending your bullions on right now, everything is going to become obsolete fairly quickly, because we're not even talking about heroics and mythics. We're talking about normals, my friends. And if I'm not mistaken, follower dungeons are going to be enabled too. They're not mentioned right here, but we're pretty sure follower dungeons are somewhere here. I know that interviews mentioned them as well. And follower dungeons give you normal loot. So absolutely with not much effort, yes, some repetition involved, but with not much effort, we speculatively will be able to farm 554 gear virtually is the keyword, to be confirmed, from day one in the War Within. So whatever we're doing right now with the gearing right now in the game during these last couple of weeks before the War Within is absolutely of no consequence, of no interest to you. Now, Mists of Pandaria Remix is going to go away within a handful of days, 4 or 5 days probably remaining right now. Like I said, gearing doesn't matter. We were under an illusion, I was under the illusion that whatever you have on your character at the point of Mists of Pandaria event ending and your character becoming available in the World of Warcraft retail proper, I thought that all of that gear, perhaps losing those gems, perhaps losing the sockets, but still that gear, whatever you have boosted, whatever you have created, invested all the bronze into to boost to item level 500, whatnot, I thought that you were gonna keep it. Go spend your bronze. TLDR, go spend your bronze, and don't spend it on upgrades, and don't spend it on any form of gear. Spend it on whichever piece of cosmetic, whichever mount, whichever whatever of cosmetic, a toy, that kind of stuff you don't have. Spend it on that. They will give us up to 467 item level gear. Let me put it very simply, it's a crappy gear. Right now, gear that you get from Radiant Echoes event even, and the one that you are hopefully stashing for your alts in your warband bank, are item level 480, and even that gear in retail right now is considered to be crappy-ish. So 467, the welfare gear that you will be given at the moment of your character moving from Mists of Pandaria Remix to retail proper, is kinda nothing at this stage. It's disappointing, but I guess if you have nothing else, if you don't have a rich uncle, and if this is all you have, those green alts that are about to be from Mists of Pandaria in retail proper, I guess it's better than a kick in the bum. You should be running with your current retail characters, you should be running through the Awakened raids, and once a day you should be killing one of the bosses in the Radiant Echoes for the majority of that currency that Radiant Echoes give you. Why? Because at the moment, as soon as your Mists of Pandaria army of alts releases, presumably a large number of characters, I don't know, maybe for you it's not, for me it is, releases into retail, you will need to dress them up. So all of them will suddenly need that 480 gear. So at the moment, spend bullions on gear or buy outstanding mounts, whatever you haven't bought, whatever is available to be bought for the bronze bullions on your retail characters. But don't buy anything for retail characters on spending that Radiant Echoes currency. Save it. Save everything that you got for your Mists of Pandaria army that's about to be released into the World of Warcraft proper. Early access launch times, if you have one of those overpriced, in my humble opinion, editions of the game, you will have access to that early access a little earlier than we all will do, but I will just savor this nice gap, and I am the cheap gyro in this particular case, so I will wait for my August 27th to play the game then. That's fine by me. Delves, absolutely. I already said it many times. This is probably where I'm going to be spending 80% of my time in the game. I'm going to be going through delves, playing, having as much fun as possible, and producing guides for you going forward as to how different classes could traverse these delves. I'm going to be doing it on different classes. That's at least I'm going to try, okay? Then hero talents, I deliberately did not use hero talents guides from Wowhead, I want the game to go out and I want to first determine which classes to play, which I already kind of have zeroed in on a few. Warbands, we already are experiencing that. Wonderful feature, really a big fan. Some UX improvements, such as allowing for this panel of characters to stay collapsed if you have collapsed it after you have logged in and logged back in, logged out and logged back in. That would have been the most on the surface easiest thing that they could do, and I don't know why they haven't done it yet. Skywriting, we're already enjoying it everywhere, that's hardly news. Interface changes, subtle but substantial somewhat, so that's a good thing as well. Very much excited about the dungeons, exploring the dungeons. Do you remember how we were starting Dragonflight? I have tested every single dungeon, on normal, yeah, but just to create a bit of a pathing guide for my casual players. For the tanks, this is what I'm going to be doing as a first thing in the War Within. First thing. I'm gonna explore the dungeons and I'm gonna produce the guides, so definitely something for you to stay tuned for. That's my kind of on-the-spot, very quick advice to you. Maybe you missed some of these news. Hopefully this kind of helped you bring this together, remind you that the time is running out, but at the same time, very, very exciting times are ahead. Stay subscribed. Please continue liking my videos because YouTube algorithm is a ruthless machine. It only shows videos to more people if you bothered to click that little button and give me a quick like. It's much appreciated, and hopefully it serves as motivation for me to continue bringing this content to you on a regular basis. Thanks for tuning in. Go play some World of Warcraft. I'll talk to you next time.